Yo, 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 welcome in. Take notes, grab a pen. Welcome back to another episode of the Honorable Marvin Coop Show with the host, me, Chef Marv. No lie, I'm that guy. And got a full house today on the WWE Pay-Per-View Rewind, the 2002 Survivor Series, picked by yours truly, the second best list from last episode's Jojo. And my man Jay Will the third is back. Welcome back. And Andre the Sports Junkie is back. So Jojo, this was your
Happy to be
idea.
back.
So what's going on, Jojo? This was
And
your
not
idea.
much, man. But second is crazy. You gonna do this to me, more? Second?
Yeah,
Second?
your list was second to mine.
Second?
It was second.
I think that's kind of disrespectful, bro. Chat, let me know down in the comments you think that's kind of disrespectful. I don't know, man. Second, that kind of hurt me a little bit more. Come on, man.
My
Come
my
on,
my
man.
my list was top tier.
Man.
Top
In like
tier.
6 months, we need to redo our top 20.
No,
Oh yeah, I agree.
ain't no redo for you, man. You said Matt Hardy.
6 months, I was
No,
rushing.
you said, I mean, like I said, no disrespect to the dead, but you said Owen Hart and Matt Hardy it's a top 20. I was like, there's no redo with that one. I'm sorry.
Maybe
There
he
is every 6 months we should do one.
What did you about to say, Jewel? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
maybe he meant Bret Hart, not Owen Hart.
No, that he clearly
Nah,
said
he said
Owen.
No,
Owen,
I
He
said
man.
said
Owen.
Owen,
Maybe he
clear
never.
as day,
Uh,
bro. He said Owen clear as day. So, dude, you want punishment forever with that list. I'm just all right, JoJo, take it away, brother.
All
2002
right.
Survivor Series.
2002 Survivor Series, arguably one of the greatest pay-per-views
Argue it. It
ever. You
is. It
got
was.
a stack elimination chamber. You got Brock Lesnar versus Big Show. Man, you even
Mhm.
had the cruiserweight division putting on a banger. You got Victoria and Trish Stratus, and the list goes on and on. Action-packed number of bangers on this card, and I honestly can say this is probably one of the cards where you didn't have a weak match on here. Like legit,
Right.
every match on here was good from the tables match all the way to the chamber. It exceeded my expectations on everything.
Right.
And
I
I think
think,
that was also the night too. Triple H messed up his throat.
Yeah,
yeah, well, that
yeah.
was a horrible botch.
And the
yeah.
best part, it was filmed at home, 30 some
Eh,
minutes away
Yep.
at the Garden.
Bro, low key, it kind of killed RVD push for a minute when he did
Yeah.
that. If you go
Mm.
back and look at it, it kind of killed his.
You
It
think
Yeah,
did.
so?
Yeah,
yeah, because like
it
think about it,
did.
bro. Think about it.
It did.
RVD didn't win another world title until like oh 06. And like
Right.
after that, he moved to SmackDown and he was in the mid-card division. And that's when Cena started rising. Booker T got
Wait, was it 06? I thought it was 07. I
it
thought it was
like
like 5 years.
yeah,
I think it was.
it was around the
I think it was
time.
7 because he was also WWE and ECW
Yeah,
champ.
it
Yeah.
was like
So he
that was a
won
good
it
5.
around oh 06, oh 07, around that time.
The
Mm.
only
But
reason he
this was
lost
like after that, man, it was a little rough for the brother. I ain't gonna lie.
and was crazy, he really got pulled over for some marijuana. That's what it was.
I think
Yeah.
that was a setup.
It
2000.
had to have been a setup.
That
Like
was a
there's
Oh,
setup.
no
no, bro.
That was a setup, bro.
everyone knows that's what RVD is about. He used to come out with promos and say, just like 420, you're gonna get smoked. And I used to be like, and then now you want to strip him of the belt? Like
Right.
really?
Yeah.
So the first,
Even worse.
let's start with the first match, which I thought was very entertaining. This was when Umaga was talking, people, like a normal human being, God rest his soul. No, here's the thing. You forget sometimes. I was like, wait a minute. I keep forgetting that Umaga was really on his West Coast shit.
Mhm.
Actually looking like one of them essays from the West Side and talking and stuff. I was like, oh my God, I miss my dude, man. I was like, the last stint of him before he passed, I just did not like that. Him like being, I mean, I know he's Samoan, but him not like speaking like he was and doing what he was doing that made him like hot and stuff like that. I was like,
Yeah.
ugh. I was like,
The
what y'all
whole
doing to him, man? I was like, what are y'all doing to him? I mean, don't
I
get me
ain't gonna.
wrong, his technique got better, but
Mhm.
y'all should have probably made him be what he was with the technique, with the new moves and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, because that thumb was cold. but it's just the fact that y'all just didn't have him saying anything. Like, but
Man,
Yeah.
that
God
nigga.
rest his soul, though, man.
Man, God rest Jamal. God rest Umaga and Rosie Soul, bro. Both of them, man.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I use the 3 minute warning too in 2K25. I don't use Umaga. I use the 3 minute warning because that
I use
was
them both.
a
Yeah,
lot of people low key, like when you read comments, low key hate on it. But I'm like,
yeah,
that was one of his best versions.
yeah. It
Like, not
was
saying Umaga wasn't terrible, but I like this one better because he actually spoke.
right,
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was scared of that nigga growing up, bro.
bro.
That
Because,
thumb to the neck.
like, think about it, bro. You see a big Samoan on TV in face paint, hollering, hitting people's in their throat, bro. Like, you don't think that's scary, bro? And he wasn't no little dude, bro. This dude, he went out
Yeah,
there. John Cena. He did Maria dirty on TV.
Yeah.
Bro, like this dude, bro, I was terrified of that dude, bro. And
Wait.
I literally thought at one point, like going back and watching Umaga, like he was like the biggest heel on Raw at the time. I'm like,
yeah.
dang, this guy should have been a WWE champion, bro.
Mm,
Like I
Well,
honestly think he should have won the world title, bro. And
he
it's
should
kind
have.
of crazy, like how big of a heel he was, but Estranda, however you say his name, Estranda, the little manager, bro. Like
oh,
he
Alejandro Estrada. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Estrada, bro. He had the mouthpiece, he had the presentation, he had the gimmick, he had everything. It was just like, bro, like he didn't get the chance to hold that world gold, bro. He didn't get the chance, and
Yeah.
it sucks.
And I really feel like, real quick, my bad, Marv. I just want to
They
throw in
good.
real quick that I think Umaga really should have been ultimately like really kind of pushed. Remember when they feuded him when the McMahons inserted him to help him take DX out?
Hmm.
When he
Hmm.
kicked Shawn Michaels in the fucking chest, I was like, yeah, I retire. Because I know that fucking hurt. He kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah. Man, he whooped Steve-O ass on Raw too, bro.
Yeah.
Like he actually like legit Steve-O was talking about it on the podcast. And he was like he didn't sell the move right, and it pissed
Hmm.
Umaga off. Like go back and watch it, bro. He was actually like knocking. He was like putting like Looney Tune knocks on this nigga head, bro. Like he actually
Hmm.
beat the crap out of Steve-O, bro. He didn't have to sell it that time because that brother was asleep on the mat.
Yeah, I
And
think I think the one like thing that's kind of underrated about WWE is how they are like able to switch certain people's gimmicks. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
like when I was like younger, I knew Umaga, but I didn't know that he was Jamal from like a few years ago because I just never run kind
Exactly.
of similar
It's
to
crazy.
like Bray Wyatt when he first came out as Husky Harris. And then I
Hmm.
Oh
found
my
out
God.
and I was like, wait, Bray Wyatt was Husky Harris? And I was like,
And that actually pissed Bray off. If you watch his documentary, he said, I felt a little like, like a slap in the face, like you're calling me big. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was kind of crazy,
it
bro.
was. It was. It was. But this
But
match, I feel like it
Ryback.
wasn't. It was very entertaining. Not gonna lie to you, man. And of course, the hero moment. Even though they tried to split him up, my man
Mhm.
Devon Dudley saved the day.
Testify.
Testify. Thou shalt
Oh
not this.
my brother.
Thou shalt not kill. Yo, but it was a good match, man. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Mhm.
man. Even though like he's like, I don't care if I'm on Raw, you can't split me from my brother, man. So yeah. And I also felt like I understand why they tried to split them two up. It was because they was really trying to like boost Spike at the time, you know?
mhm.
Mhm.
So and another one they should have really like wrote better scripts for, and I feel like Spike could have been up
Spike
there
was
too.
getting
They
beat
just
up
didn't.
all the
They just.
time.
I get it, Dre, but it's like I felt like he could have been like up there too. But I don't know. That's
Oh,
just
Spike.
I
me.
get you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he had the in ring talent too. It's just, I just feel like Vince, I'll say Vince. He saw Spike Dudley. The way we see Spike Dudley is not the way Vince saw him. Vince, I feel like saw Spike as like someone I can throw around, like toss around the ring when put him in
Hmm.
a ring with big people and just ragdoll him. And that's what I feel like Vince, like you actually use his hardcore because he can be hardcore. We saw what he did in ECW. You just
Hmm.
gotta have the right scheme for him.
Right.
Hmm.
I kind of feel like with that topic while we're on it, I feel like 90 or 80, 90% of tag teams that are formed is either because guys are just not having great singles run or WWE
Yeah.
don't think they can. Um,
Right.
and I think, the Dudley Boys, they were a great tag team, obviously. But
Right.
I don't know if they would have that individual run and be able to have that same type of success, even with Spike.
Mm,
Tough to see it in my mind.
I think Bubba Ray could have.
Oh,
Not
Bubba
Devon,
Ray
not
could.
not Devon or Spike though. I agree with you on that, but I think Bubba Ray probably could have had a good solo
Yeah,
career.
Yeah, 'cause at
Bubba,
least he was
like,
good on the
Yeah,
mic, yeah.
yeah,
yeah, Bubba, he eventually did have a good solo career, like in
yeah.
But in
TNA Impact. He
TNA,
did.
yeah.
But like the thing with Spike, bro, like I mean, Spike did held the cruiserweight championship in like in '04. I
Yeah,
mean, he did some, but like Spike was like
He was a heel
150
too.
pounds going against
yeah,
Brock Lesnar, bro. Like this nigga, like bro,
right.
like when people talk about like Darby Allin, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Spike was literally like he wasn't getting beat up, he was getting his ass
Ass
whooped.
whoops.
Right.
Like it was bad. Like I seen this dude get
Raw
thrown over. Like the
resistance.
bumps he took, bro. I'm like, gang, like
Mm-hmm.
slow down, bro. But like this match right here, I enjoyed it, bro. Like
Yeah.
everything about it. You already know who's the MVP, Jeff Hardy. I mean, that's not surprising, bro. Jeff was amazing.
He found his spot. The
Yeah,
off
I
that
think
for the
Yeah.
Swanton.
yeah, I think Spike did what he did. Like they everybody was good in this match, bro. Legit. I mean, it sucks Spike got
Hold on,
eliminated
hold
first.
on, hold
Can
on.
we
Time
talk
out,
about how
time out,
Spike
time out,
went through
time
the
out, time out,
table
time
real
out.
quick?
Time out, time out. I don't like how JoJo just tried to like, oh,
I'm just
Spike was just there. Oh, he did his thing. Y'all
bro, that's
see y'all see that JoJo trying to fit the narrative on Spike?
And did you see real quick how
I'm
the
sorry,
way
JoJo. That
he
was just funny, JoJo. That was just hilarious.
I
He,
wasn't saying it like that.
like you know how I don't know how y'all are, but you know how you got that one homie when you about to go fight somebody. I don't know, he just there to take some punches. See, like, that's how JoJo was. It's like,
He's just
I
there to
wasn't
take
saying it
punches.
like that.
yeah, I'm gonna rewatch this and I'm gonna clip it and be like, yeah, this JoJo was like, Spike was just there.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
he that one little dweeb homie that we just need. He the distraction.
This nigga Marv
Bro,
said.
Shout out to King
So,
JoJo, man. Shout out to my boy JoJo.
man, Spike was a
oh no.
dog though,
He
bro. To
was,
be
he was.
150 pounds, bro. Like
Yeah.
it takes
And
a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm
guts.
saying. I feel like he could have been a part of like a good Intercontinental Champion story
Yeah.
or a
I
good
think so
US
too.
story. I'm not saying like a WWE World Champion or heavyweight, but I feel like one of them titles he could have been
Like a
a part
United
of. Yeah,
States
like a
or
US or well, the cruiserweight I kind of don't really count, but I feel like he could have been a dope Intercontinental Champion for real.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I'm
You
glad you said
know,
that. I don't really count the cruiserweight either. I mean, I think
yeah,
it's cool for like the concept of it, but it's just
yeah. It's just like
it's not a
it's a
title that
strict
really means
it's a
much.
strict
like JoJo just said with Spike. It's just there. The cruiserweight is just there. That's what.
Honestly, bro, I
Yeah.
really
Look at
think like,
JoJo. You just gave Marv something else to use now.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
man,
hold on. I gotta say it one time for the show. Gas.
bro, now chat, you see what I'm talking about? First, he disrespects my list as soon as we start the video. Then
I
he try to take my
how
slogan.
how I
Oh my,
disrespect your list?
time I say
Calling him
second best.
second.
It is.
The preposterous of this guy right here,
J
man.
Will, J Will, did you see our show last week, J
I
Will?
only saw parts of it. I couldn't finish it.
If you watch the list, you let me know whose list was better between me and JoJo.
Mine.
I,
We know who the third list is.
He said mine. That's because I need a redo.
Actually, technically, your list is number 4 because Ray put his list on the comments, so
He
his
did.
moved to number 3. So yeah, it's definitely moved to number 3. Yours is like dead last now.
Bro, but like honestly, bro, I really
Yeah.
think about like
Last
when
but
you
not
look at the
least.
cruiserweight, I feel
Mm.
like it wasn't taken seriously enough
It
in a
wasn't.
way.
It
Like I
wasn't.
mean, obviously, you had Rey Mysterio who held the cruiserweight title at one point. You
But
had
who's really a cruiserweight? You had Jamie Noble, you had Billy Kidman. You only had like a select few.
Gregory Helms at one point. You had Gregory Helms. You
Longest
had
reigning champ too.
See,
yeah,
I think that's the problem with the belt. Before we talk about the
Right.
match, I just feel like it's not a lot of like top tier guys
That
that
have
held that belt. Like we got Rey Mysterio, like okay, cool, Rey Mysterio Hall of Famer. And then
Right.
outside of that, to me, it's just a lot of mid card talent.
yeah, like
That,
Billy
Exactly.
Kidman and
like
y'all
Jake Noble. Like I'm not tripping over Jake
Yeah,
Noble.
that's why I was like
y'all
Jamie
finna
Noble.
y'all finna call me crazy, bro. But today in today's WWE, I think the cruiserweight division is needed, and I think it'll thrive. Like think about it, Carmelo
Yeah,
Hayes, my
today it
guy.
will, but not back in the
not
day.
Yeah.
back
Like today,
then.
yeah, today you're right. I think it
Yeah,
will
because you
be.
like now you got guys like
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes, Johnny Gargano, you got Nathan Frazier, you got Man, it's so many.
Axum or
The roster
Axum.
is huge
Yeah.
nowadays. Yeah, I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to.
And
Right.
it's like when you going back and look at it now, bro, a lot of these guys in the cruiserweight division back then, like they was used as enhancement talent, which isn't
Yeah.
fair. Like it's not fair, bro. But it's like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
Like imagine like if AJ Styles would have came to WWE back in like in '05, the
Ooh, that
cruiserweight
would have.
division would have been nasty then, because like you would have
Yeah.
had AJ Styles, Ray, Matt Hardy, Paul London, Billy Kidman. Like the cruiserweight
Oh,
division would have been nasty then, but it's just like I don't know,
thinking.
man. It
Even
was
even
just
Evan Bourne. I think Evan Bourne could have been on there
yeah.
too.
It's like the cruiserweight division wasn't taken serious. It was like a big joke to
Yeah.
people at one point, and it kind of sucks. But this match right here, man. I'm gonna give this match on a 5-star rating. I'm giving this a 4. It's a great match. It was good to me. It was entertaining, hitting on all cylinders. You know, Jeff Hardy, the MVP, the Dudley Boys reunited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love everything about that match, man.
And then watching Rico go through the get 3D through the table was
Yeah.
the best part of that ending. I was like, let's go. Yeah, it definitely deserves a 4 out of 5. That was a damn good match.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
the
Jeff
hate.
Hardy, thank you for hitting that swanton bomb. That was one of the coolest ones of that night too.
Gas.
Shout out Jeff Hardy because he got a lot of just good moves. Like
Mm-hmm.
his catalog when it just comes to like strictly like some of his moves is like insane.
Mhm.
Um, the hater in me did not want the Dudleys to Now I've just never liked the Dudleys growing up. Now I just never been a fan. Like I understand how great they are, but I just for some reason cannot stand them. But I agree with Jojo. I give it a 4 out of 5. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
key memorable moments from this matchup.
That's
So
crazy.
I
Hey,
think it's a good match.
That could be a hot take. I've never heard someone say they dislike the Dudleys.
I
I
mean,
just
to be honest with you, no, I have. I've heard plenty of people say
Yeah.
they didn't like them, but now they appreciate them. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get where like Jay Will's coming from. But in my opinion, you know me, I give out of 10. I'm gonna say this match was definitely a 7 out of 10
Mm-hmm.
because it was chaotic in a great way. All of the chemistry was great, and to see like JoJo just said, Jeff Hardy, the MVP, and definitely teaming up with the Dudleys was definitely a great move. So a lot of great moments, and Jeff, goddamn, shout out to you, bro. That was a hell of a match, man.
Yeah.
And
He,
also, it was cool too. Even like commentary wise, like
hmm
listening to Jr. and the King, it brought me back in time. Because one thing
hmm
I will say about Jr. He does a good job. Like when someone gets hit with a weapon or gets put through a table, he has the sound effects for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He made so like when, for example, when Jeff did the Swanton bomb, he would be like, if someone got hit in the face with a weapon, he'd be, oh
yeah,
God, what a shot! Like
Yeah.
he made you think like, damn, that really did look like it hurt.
yeah.
Also
Man,
shout out Jim Ross because he just beat cancer last week.
thanks,
Yes, he
bro.
do.
Up.
Yes, he do. Jim Ross is the GOAT. Um,
Yes.
Speaking of which, I'm trying to put my professional hat on here. The cruiserweight match is next. Once again, forgot Jamie Noble was even a wrestler at one point. But here
That's
he
when he was
is.
really getting his push though too.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is in
But I
this
ain't gonna lie though,
match.
bro.
With Nydia. What was
But
his
here, no,
girlfriend's
no.
name?
Here's
Nydia.
it was cool. I'm gonna get to it. It was cool. It maintained a great pace. But
Mm-hmm.
I think once me and Jay Will just said, it's just the fact that
The
cruiserweight,
name.
I just didn't take it as seriously. And I didn't back in the day, and I'm sitting here thinking like, why am I watching it now? It's Jamie Noble. And once again, biased, I could not stand Jamie Noble. When he couldn't wrestle no more, I was like, good, get this little motherfucker out of here.
You could
Bro,
thank
then he
Sheamus for that.
Yeah.
man.
So yeah, like I said, and like you said, JoJo, it was cool. It maintained a good pace. And it has some near falls towards the end, in my
Hmm.
Ain't
opinion.
gonna
You
lie,
know,
bro. Ain't gonna lie. For the
yeah,
match to be 7 minutes, bro, I'm giving this like on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm giving this a 7, bro. I loved it,
yeah,
bro. I
yeah,
actually loved it. Like Billy Kimmett theme
yeah. Billy
song,
Kidman, shout out to him too.
bro. His theme song was hard, bro. Like
Yeah.
It
I
was.
said the last video, bro. It sounded like DMX was on it, bro. That I love everything about this match, bro. Like I
Hmm.
like the near falls. I like Billy Kidman actually getting the strap off of Jamie.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, this match was pretty solid, bro. For what it was for 7 minutes, bro. Just imagine
Yeah.
7 minutes. It's
And
crazy.
usually matches like that, we've talked about some blunder matches that have been like that on this show.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm happy that. And then you can't. I mean, Kidman has such a dope finisher too.
Yeah.
The way he ended it was just the way it was just a perfect ending. Noble was at that specific time as a cruiserweight was getting his so-called push with Nydia as his manager.
Hmm.
Um, but that man, the near falls at the end for me were the like even the crowd you hear it 1, 2, oh, like
Yeah.
there was matches, there was some spots in there. It was like wow for this being on the card. And I'm not gonna lie, Marv, when I watched this, when the match was over, the first thing I thought in my head from what you might have said was it could have been saved. But I was like, that was a damn good matchup.
And to be honest, I didn't even think that. I was like, damn, this match was like damn near 8 minutes long. But
Hmm.
I was like, it
For a
wasn't bad.
cruiserweight.
It wasn't bad. It's just the fact, like you said, it's the
Yeah.
cruiserweight.
Just the names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Marv. The way you talked about, you said, you kind of forget Jamie Noble, kind of was in WWE. I don't really remember him because I always thought he was kind of more so like a clown. Like
Ex-
I always feel like his
Whoa.
exactly.
peak moments,
Exactly.
like his
Exactly.
peak moments for me that I remember was literally like J&J Security when he was
Oh
with.
my God, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my
How
God,
Logan
I hated that
was
nigga,
like,
bro.
and maybe I sound like a hater today. I don't know, but I just
Lesnar
Jamie
broke
Noble's
his shit
another guy.
too.
Him
No,
and Joey
you
Mercury, I could not
because
stand.
you're right
Why are
though.
you here? Like
That's
you know what I'm saying?
He said, "Why are you here?"
But like,
right.
I thought the match was decent. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I do agree with you, Jojo. For like 7 minutes, the match was very up paced.
Yeah.
Just some of the punches, and I think I said this like last episode too when we talked about WrestleMania. Can't remember the number.
24.
Like I just sometimes I don't like when players just completely oversell to the point where it's just looking kind of a little bit goofy. I feel
Hmm.
like that happened a few times in this matchup, but other than that, I still think it was a decent, good match. Like and kind of like Mars said as well, the concept of the cruiserweight championship. Um, Usually, like when I watch these episodes again, I kind of like to read up on like the build up to like what was happening to that moment, just because it kind of gives you a better mindset
Right.
of how
Yeah.
it went down. And even then, when I was reading it, it just didn't seem like very, very interesting to me. But the match itself was pretty decent, so I will give that like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I was the only one because, like, when we do these shows, I like to research and see what the storyline was.
Mhm.
And a lot of didn't really pop up for this one.
Yeah,
It really wasn't like people was like, it really wasn't worth going back in time with this one with the storyline. It was just something to put on the card, you
Mhm.
know, because I'm like, all people were saying was it was like some rematch from when it was like in Memphis or something. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess I don't really need to read nothing about this one.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. I
just
think it
just
that had
watching it be
started on
ready
like
for that's just watching it be ready for the show. That's it.
yeah. I think like honestly, that whole the crew that little rival, it wasn't like I call it. I call it what we call is a mini feud, something where it lasts. Like say the pay per view is in 2 weeks.
Hmm.
They're your first week you fight, it was a low blow and you got disqualified. Then you verse again next week, and then you use the same tactic, but you win it this time.
Yeah.
So it's more so like the rivalry will be over once the pay per view is over.
Yeah, you could have just treated this match like some little white kids fighting over some oodles and noodles or something. It wasn't even that serious for real, like
Yeah,
that's all
nothing. It
good.
wasn't a crazy storyline.
Hmm.
Me also, it's always like I love saying this too. Like during the pay-per-views, you kind of need that match where it's like, okay, this is your time. If you're gonna go get some more popcorn, if you want to get your soda, whatever. Like this was one of those matches for sure.
It was one of the matches you really could sit down and watch. Like I actually sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. Jay Will. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, all right, I ain't gonna get up on this one. And to be honest with you, I think this is the first pay per view that I didn't get up at all and just actually sat here and watched the whole thing. I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, this is not bad. Usually, you do get one of them little matches like, all right,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Fast and
yeah,
furious.
let me get a little 5 minute nap in this bitch, But it's all, but not this one though. This one was
Yeah.
actually like. I don't want to say it because Jojo gonna get mad. It was gas, but it's all good. All right. This was the highlight of the night. The Victoria and Trish match. This match right here. It's crazy.
was a damn. And as I was saying with JR, with his little gruntles and stuff, when you get hit, when Trish got smacked with that trash can lid, you heard JR. He was like, oh, God.
And it looked so brutal, Dre, too. Like I was like, Jesus. Like,
And what's crazy is you got the women that are in this match. You got Victoria and Trish. These are the two women, one of the two women that you don't need to script at all. You just be like, hey, you guys know what you're doing. Go do your own thing.
Right.
And that match, it showed. They had Victoria at that time pretending to be the crazy one talking to herself. You think Trish is prettier than me? Like, that feud was so perfect for that, like, for that environment. Jacqueline, I remember she came later on, but she was also a good addition. But strictly Victoria and Trish, that match was amazing. The spots were good, the weapon shots, the broom when she tried to hit. I thought she was going to hit her before she dug. I really thought she was about to crack her with that thing. But that was their way of showing men at that time, like, we can be just as hardcore too. I feel like that's what that was being said as well. Like, we don't always have to do one-on-one normal matches. We can go outside of our comfort zone.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this match an 8.5. I loved it. I like that Victoria won this match. Needs a lot of flowers in this industry. I thought the match was just good all around. Like I don't have nothing bad to say about it. This match is just very good. Like I said, Victoria won it. Trish eventually bounced back and got her strap back eventually. So it's nothing really wrong, nothing you can really say bad about this. Fired on all cylinders. 8.5.
yeah, honestly, coming into this matchup, I was sitting here thinking, okay, this isn't gonna be as good as they're planning it to be, just because, this was at a time period, 2002, where Vince, he was still kind of treating women's
As a sex object.
yeah, and I was scared because I looked at it and said hardcore match, so I was like, oh, I really hope nothing just too crazy, kind of happens. And, he starts trying to sexualize him or whatever. But I mean, that was a really, really good match. Like I was pleasantly surprised too. I also like to like I said, read up on these matches. This match was actually longer than the Jamie Noble and Billy that fight.
Kidman.
So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it was like it kind of got that match got a lot more shine and was actually better than I expected. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I really have no complaints with that match whatsoever, to be honest with you. It was just a really, really good match. Shout out to
Mhm.
Stratus, man. I feel like she don't get the credit she deserves sometimes.
Her and Victoria both deserve the credit. They both went out and put on the show. And they were what, the second match on the card, right?
No, this was the third.
Third, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so for you being the third, man, they really wanted to go out and show like what we can really do. And for being what it was back then, like Jay Will said, Vince kind of sexualizes them, but back for being what it was, they put on one hell of a show. 9 out of 10 for me.
Mhm.
As people used to call me back in high school, Messy Marv. This match was a mess, and it was a great mess. I
I was gonna
loved it. I,
say.
I loved every minute of it. The
I was
storyline
scared.
was full of drama. I love messy situations like this because both of them, they literally and figuratively, they both chemistry, in-ring chemistry was great in this match. You had some nice weapon spots, but it was like awkward with them too, if y'all know what I mean.
Right.
Like the mirror. I mean,
Yeah.
as the mirror, I'm kind of glad Trish broke that mirror, and Victoria didn't get a chance to use that shit. And you can even hear the ref in the match saying like the mirror is broken and all this other stuff like that. But
Hmm.
honestly, I feel like this was a 10 out of 10 because they both performed great, in my opinion. Um, I think it was about the same time. I think it was a little 7 minutes. About the same time, I
Let me
think.
I
see.
think it had like
I
Was
an
it
got the
was it
match.
like 7 minutes? I think
I
it
it,
was
got
like
the match
7 minutes.
card pulled
yeah,
up.
it was
Just a
it
few
Yeah.
was
extra
7 minutes and
seconds.
30
It
seconds,
was
I
seven
believe.
minutes? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think it was a great finish, new
Yeah.
champion. And they was what they was trying to do with Victoria, trying to like make her into a star. So I feel like it was a good match all around, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's a 10 out of 10 because like I'm gonna piggyback over what all y'all was saying, especially what Dre just said. They were trying to show y'all, hey, hardcore match, we can keep up with y'all dudes too. you know? Like anything you could do, I could do better type of deal. That's
Yep.
why I rock with it. So yeah, I definitely say
And you know what?
10.
Vince couldn't have chosen the two best to
Right.
represent that.
The best in the
Mhm.
business at the time.
Yep.
So definitely shout
Hmm.
out to that match. So yeah. Uh this right here, the Big Show and Brock Lesnar match. What y'all think?
It was
Real.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Go. My
liked it
bad, Jojo.
though. I liked it. Like honestly,
Yep.
bro, for it to be 5 minutes, bro, it was
Mm-hmm.
entertaining. Paul
Yeah.
Heyman screwing Brock Lesnar over at the end.
I,
Y'all can call me crazy, bro. I'm gonna give this match a 9. Like
Nah.
for it to be 5 minutes, bro, it was action packed, entertaining. You know,
So
they
much
got right to the
drama.
point. Yeah, like they got right to the point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you really can't really say much about it because like it's 5 minutes. But for
Right.
what it was, 9 star. I'm gonna give this a 9.
For two big athletes too,
Hmm.
for their size and stature to do what they're able to do, it was so good, man. I love the match. And also, Marv, as always, Paul Heyman, we all know how great of a manager he can be, but Marv, you always preach on these shows that storyline.
Yeah.
Storyline is key. And the buildup, you can just tell because Brock Lesnar just wasn't listening to Paul Heyman at all about the big show. You can just tell a turn was coming or was about to happen.
Hmm.
And boy, when Paul Heyman did that, like turned the 1, 2, and pulled them out the ring, the look on Lesnar's face, I mean, they sold it. The look like, you son of a bitch, you just screwed me out of this title. So
Yeah.
I think all three deserve credit for putting on the show that they did. And like you said it was what, 5 minutes? That
Hmm.
for it being like you said, for it only being 5 minutes, they put on a great show. Brock Lesnar, uh, I mean, the strength that man has is unbelievable. The F5, I mean, it was for me. It was like you said, 5 minutes long. It was a good match. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Paul Heyman came in clutch at the end.
to me, this is tough for me because I understand, like, I'm listening as I'm thinking, but at the same time, like you said, Dre, it had a good build up, but for it to have that good of a build up and it for it to only be 5 minutes really bothers me a lot. I kind of also feel like, last episode I also said that I don't necessarily like when matches get interfered. I think this one is an exceptional case because once again, I feel like Paul Heyman is one of those guys. He's just kind of fun to hate, if that makes like you know what I'm saying.
They love to hate Paul Heyman. They
Yeah.
love to hate, like,
But that makes you look like a great heel. If like,
yeah.
Hmm.
I think Randy Orton had that quality. I think Vicky Guerrero as a manager had that quality. Those
Edge.
are just very very fun to hate, and I feel like it makes WWE way
Shut up, Jojo.
But I do think the match was good. But it just really bothers me that for that entire storyline, they were like, you know what, let's
Yeah.
make this match like 5 minutes.
I was gonna say my bad, Marv. I was just gonna
You
say too.
good.
I think the only reason it ended up being a little short was because their main event match, and I feel like events at that time was always about being on time.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the Elimination Chamber probably going to be between 45 to an hour, he probably was like, do what you can in this amount of time because we got to end on the time. We got to do. That's why I feel like it was so short. But like I said, for 5 minutes, it was actually really really good match.
This match was no 5 minutes. This shit was 4 minutes. This shit was boo boo. This shit was
Or
ass. This match was. I mean, I get it. They kept it. They kept it short and explosive. Like you said, Jojo, they got to the point. And I guess, like Dre just said, they had to think about the chamber because, at this
Hmm.
point, the chamber probably would have been 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And I get it. But also keep in mind, this is a title match, people. Come on now. At least 7 minutes. You gave Jamie Noble 7 minutes. Why couldn't you give
I
the
know
Big
that I
Show?
was just
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
just
You
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gave
I
the
get it.
you gave the cruiserweight at 7 minutes, but
that
you
could have been the
gave this
4 minute
one.
one.
I'm sorry, I did time this one, y'all. This was 4 minutes and 19 seconds.
that's
Yeah.
The
crazy.
cruiserweight
Yeah,
could have been
see,
four
y'all
minutes.
gave it 5 minutes just to be nice. I'm gonna be real. You could have made this one 7 minutes and the Jamie Noble 4 minutes.
They could have made that Jamie Noble fight like the Kane versus Chavo fight in that one WrestleMania. Just make it last a
That's
couple
Exactly.
crazy.
move on.
But
Hey,
but the Big Show, I get it. It was the right opponent for him. And if I'm not mistaken, was this his first title? Was this like his first title?
Um,
oh
2002.
no, he won his first world title in '99.
Oh, never mind. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. But and again, it worked. The match
But it was a
worked.
long time
But
since he.
it was just short though. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Bro,
So
he literally lost it at the very next pay per view to Kurt Angle with Brock Lesnar's help. So that was the crazy part at Armageddon. I was like, so y'all hyped him up, gave him this title opportunity, and it didn't even last. It only lasted like a month, if that.
I don't even think Brock Lesnar got a rematch. If I'm not
no,
mistaken.
he
Oh
didn't.
shit!
But
I don't
and
think
that's
he
crazy
did.
because like with Paul Heyman kind of doing all that, you would have thought that'd have been a very, very interesting storyline to kind of continue with him in the Big Show or whatever. But I guess WWE had other plans. But that would have been a very, very interesting storyline.
Mm.
But
I
I
think
will
that
have
was
to
his
give this
face
match.
turn.
I'm gonna give this match a 6.5 out of 10. I forgot to give my rating. Like I said, I understand it had great moments, exciting
Yeah.
moments. The match length just bothers me. It kind of really does.
4 stars for 4 minutes. There you
Bro,
go.
quit that.
JoJo, this match you would discuss
Yeah,
right
Giorgio do look
now.
disgusted. He's like, he said, this nigga here. He said, this. I'm sorry, Jojo, man. I'm just trying to be honest here, bro.
Man,
I'm just
and
saying
just know,
they could have
Jojo.
swapped. They could have swapped the times.
I agree. Yeah.
They could have, man. Even the tag team match we about to talk about next was,
Loved it.
yeah, it was this now. Yeah, this one right here was definitely
Yeah.
exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
I'm trying to see who all was in there. All right,
It
you
was
got
I think it was Edge, the greatest, and Mysterio versus Chris Benoit and Angle and those Guerreros, the
Hey,
Guerreros.
Kurt Angle is hilarious. This man in the backstage locker goes, handshake. I don't want a handshake. We're tag team partners. We hug.
That's
Chris's
that's
face was like, what the fuck?
Was
that's
this
crazy.
was this the Perk Angle era?
I think that was more like 2000 toward like 2006.
I'll probably say around TNA.
Course.
I think that's was really when people start calling him that. But I don't even call I don't call him Perk Angle anymore because like the backstory behind it, I was like, nah, I can't call him that no more. So
Yeah.
like and it's kind of dope, like one of the rarest times the IWC on like the internet, they started calling him instead of Perk Angle, they call him Peak Angle. So bro, that dude, bro, Kurt Angle was
They
that
have a
dude.
whole fan page of them calling him that. That's
Of
crazy.
per yeah. And the
Yes.
Yeah.
shit he was doing in the ring was insane. Like, and then getting up and doing the real quick, my bad, the when he
You
gets in the
good.
front of the camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Like, yeah.
That brother
that
was
made
on one,
bro when
man.
he used to do that when he would look at the camera and yell, yeah, I'll be like, yo, now you make me want to run through a wall.
Man.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think about this match, bro. You got the Guerreros, obviously, Angle and that other person. You got Edge and Ray. I think the right team won. I honestly think the right team won because this was like really the rise for Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Edge and Ray, they was fine after this, obviously. Kurt Angle won the world title later, and the other guy, anyway,
Wait,
I
hold on,
think
hold on, hold on, wait, hold on now.
what?
The beef continues.
You're not going to do that.
Do what? Do
You,
what?
you,
I
you better
said
be.
Edge.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
No, I
man.
wasn't talking about Edge. I was talking about the other guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, just
that guy.
that. Okay,
Marv
that
is like
one, that
Marv
one.
is
Yeah.
not tolerating any edge disrespect.
No, no, I'm not. No, I am not.
But this match right here, bro, like going back and watching it, this was really made me a fan of Eddie. The
Yeah.
Frog Star Splash, he did it so smooth. I think, like I said, everybody benefited from this match. They didn't suffer from it. The right people won. The rise of Eddie Guerrero was
Mhm.
coming.
Yeah.
Chavo eventually won the ECW World title later down the line. I think he won the United States title soon, like very like down the line as well. But I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I enjoyed this tag match for what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, just kind of wanted to piggyback off of that just a little bit. Just simple fact is that the right guys won, and no one's careers got like no
Hmm.
one's career went down. It went up. The trajectory continued to go upwards for them. So, like I said, and at that time too, like you said, Eddie and Chavo were Eddie more so was trying to get that push, and fans loved him. Well, love slash hated him. You know what I mean.
Mhm.
So yeah, for me, that I think I rate like out of 10, I would give that a. For me, I'd give that a solid 7.
This one's tough. And I was kind of thinking about this too. Like 2002, that's a really like great group of like talent. I mean,
All in one
Yeah.
ring.
like just
Hmm.
like I said, we have that one guy. We have Rey Mysterio. We have a wrestler who, in my opinion, does not even have a top 5 spear of all time. We have Eddie Guerrero,
Ooh,
Chop. We had a lot of a lot of great group of guys. But
who has the? Hold on, backtrack. You can't go
I,
past that like you didn't say
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
what you
yeah.
mean?
Spear. What?
What you mean?
John, look, bro. I'm with you, my brother. I'm with you. I'm with you. Look, you said it before I could.
Slate your
You said
Jojo.
it before I could, brother.
Hey, hold on. I
Man.
mean, I'm with you on
You
not. I'm with you, JoJo, with Edge, but
disrespectful.
not on the spear.
You
Not on the
disrespectful.
spear.
Y'all
Bro, like,
disrespectful.
All
hear
I'm
me out, bro.
saying is, bro, like it looks for one, it looks awkward when a skinny guy's doing a spear anyway. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was funny. That was funny as fuck. I'm sorry. I
I
but
get
can't
what you're
help
trying to say though. Like
it.
honestly, like when you see like a bigger guy like Goldberg and Roman doing the spirit,
And
it's
Batista
more
and them. Yeah,
believable.
I kind of agree with you.
I
yeah.
get
I was just trying to troll you because you was disrespecting my guy, but now that you kind of like said it like
Now
that,
you see it. Joe
yeah,
J Will,
you
just
can't help. Yeah,
understand
you
that
can't
Edge
help but to.
disrespect for Marv will not fly.
No, because the troll down here, he be doing it on purpose to
Well,
really.
that's because Edge put us through hell
Yeah,
as kids, Marv. That's
no,
why.
no.
I've just never understood that
He made y'all
Marv, I
childhood
got
great.
grounded for 3 months because of him. All
That's
right.
that's your fault. Talk to talk to a therapist and talk to Jesus about that. That is not Edge's fault. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. Will continue. I'm sorry, Jay. Will.
But all in all, it was a really good match. It kind of kept me very, very much interested because I really
Yeah,
didn't know what direction it was going to go because I just thought it was such a weird group. I didn't know
yeah,
if they were going to work necessarily well together. And like, I always kind of feel that with guys like Rey Mysterio. I feel like with some wrestlers, he's like the chemistry is great.
hmm
Other wrestlers, it just don't necessarily really click with, especially when he's going up against like bigger guys like the Big Show, like the Great Khali and stuff like that, because it just don't seem.
yeah.
I mean, WWE had him matched up against. It was one point in time where they used to just match up Rey Mysterio against like the big guys WWE, and then this looks so awkward like every single week, and it used to just be like,
That
I
that
got
Rey Mysterio versus Great Khali is the ugliest match of all time I've ever seen, bro. But they made it work though. But like
yeah.
you said the magic words, man. It didn't matter who he was facing. I want to give Rey Mysterio his flowers, man. It
Yep.
didn't matter who he was facing, who he teamed up with, who he mentored. He's sort of like the LeBron. He makes you better. He brings out the best in you for real.
he makes you look.
He just makes you look great, and that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Ray, man. People don't give Ray that credit because
Man, he's
They
50
really
now,
don't.
bro. He's
exactly,
50 now. His longevity is crazy.
And for him to
exactly.
still go as it is, like that.
50
Shout out to
years
Ray.
old, bro.
When did he
And
debut?
you know
Like,
what? Props to Rey Mysterio. Vince, I really hope you paid that man Ray big,
Yeah.
like a good paycheck after he put him in the ring with Great Khali, because that was just. I remember leading up to that match, my friend was like, "I don't know, this might be like a 2-3 minute match,"
They made it work though.
but Dre,
but they did, yeah.
They
But
made it
that's
work.
also due to Rey Mysterio. He loves what he does. He loves the
Hmm.
business, and he'll do whatever it takes to make it thrive.
Yeah.
yeah, and Dre, what's crazy too? Like, while we're talking about it, I feel like like we said, Rey Mysterio is a great wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
hmm
But it's also crazy to me, like how he doesn't necessarily have like a lot of belts to kind of back it up on his name. And I feel like WWE probably should have given him a little bit more, love with the heavyweight championship. But even though he's held it a couple times, I feel like he deserved it more, especially like the United States Championship run, stuff like
But
that. I
When
just
he
kind of
won the WWE title and then John took it away from him the
yeah,
same
like I
night.
was like, damn, why
that
would
was
you
cruel.
title?
But here's the thing, Jay. Will,
Yeah, I
does
was
he
kind of
really
curious.
need that though? From what he's like what we just said about him, the praises. Does he really need belts? He's a goat without
It,
those, though. You know what I
it's
You know what?
mean?
You're
And that's
right.
that's just my opinion. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
feel like he
You
doesn't
got a
need no
point.
championships to be like a top 5, 10 name. You know what I mean? Because like
yeah,
I said, look what he's done to like
Yeah. And who
you
he's
know,
versed.
yeah, he faced some of the best and he kept up. Let's not forget, I feel like the 2011 Elimination Chamber
hmm
was one of the best
Oh,
matches I've seen. From him to start and be like damn near one of the finalists, I salute him for that.
But to me, it's just more so of like, WWE acknowledging that. And I feel like they
Yeah,
acknowledge those guys by giving them more belts and in their
true.
own tenure. So I think from a fan perspective, I think everybody gives we try to give Ray his flowers because
Yeah,
he's been that guy for 25 plus years. It's
right.
just that when I look
so
at
easy.
WWE, these are usually the guys you reward with championship belts often, not just periodically. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I kind of felt, WWE kind of I wouldn't say dropped the ball with because he did win a decent bit. I just feel like he deserves more.
And
He, he,
if he
I
did
agree.
win it too, I feel like he deserved to hold the belts at least 2 months because I felt like his reigns were kind of short
He
too.
does have a lot
It
of.
was,
And
but
Marv, can you settle this? Because or Jojo, anyone? Because I want to hear your like perspective real quick. And it's the 2006 run. Do you think that was when I was reading comments after watching Mania 22 highlights? A lot of those comments, bro, they're so. And I know you get that for every post or anything that you put out, but just they were all saying like it was the only reason they really pushed you was because you were best friends with Eddie and Eddie just passed. And do you believe that? Or because I feel
no,
like his talent was
no,
Uh,
no,
no,
because I feel like his
no,
talent brought him to the
no.
dance.
Yeah.
this the thing
He
right
won
here.
the Royal Rumble and JoJo. Don't forget, he was in
Here's
there
the
for an
thing.
hour.
Go ahead,
He wasn't
JoJo. Yeah,
gonna
go
win
ahead.
it at first though. Like y'all do
Was it?
know he wasn't planning to win that Royal Rumble at first. They was gonna let
Exactly.
Randy get it. So I mean,
Exactly.
I get what they trying to say, but like at the same time, I
Wrong
don't think he won it
context.
because of Eddie at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
It was more of a pass the baton type tour,
Hmm.
if that makes any sense.
Oh,
But
okay.
the
Okay.
only reason why I could say just probably the Royal Rumble alone, but other than that, no. After that, no. He kind of earned all that.
Yeah.
I feel like he did. Just my opinion, though. You gonna get people that say yes, and you're gonna get people that say no.
But I just
That's
feel like he had been in the wrestling business at that time for a decent amount, and I felt like he had already proven himself somewhat to earn that opportunity.
now. Can you say that? Yeah. Was he the biggest Latino? Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely became one of the biggest Latinos in the
By
game
far.
by far. Yeah, but as far as like, yeah, Ray been in the business. Yeah, there's no taking that away from him. But as far as this match goes, the storyline that started off with Stephanie giving Angle and Benoit that trophy, having them fight and all this stuff like that, led up to all this. I felt like the match was great. It was outstanding. It was definitely like it felt like a no mercy type of match. But all of them did an amazing job. They all maintained the pace and they all kept up with each other. So definitely shout out to all of them, even the one that remains nameless. But the downside of it, the crowd, they kind of seemed lost when I was watching it, like towards the end of it. I don't know if y'all caught that.
It got
But
quiet.
it kind of like I was like, damn, are they losing the crowd? But
You
the
can
match
hear
was
a
still
pin
good
drop.
though. But the match was still good though. You know, they
You
were
can almost hear a pin drop.
yeah. But shout out to the Guerreros though, man. Winning the match, becoming new champions. Great
And then
way to.
real quick, my bad. I was just gonna say also
You
Eddie's
good.
personality too, man. Not just what he does in ring, like talent wise,
Hmm.
but how he can draw the crowd by just speaking and doing certain like the whole lie, you grab a steel chair, give it to your opponent, and then fall to the ground. The fans love that. They used to get a kick out of that. And I feel like he had a good personality both as an in-ring performer and as, someone who can speak. and be funny and
Yeah.
get the crowd to side. When he speaks, we listen.
Mhm. Your boy who was on your top 20 list was in the ring. I forgot what he said. Scott Steiner was some. They had something with Scott Steiner as well. I'm not quite sure what
Yeah.
happened.
I believe he just came back for like a brief period of time.
Oh, okay.
He's just crazy.
Young Randy was in the arm sling. I forgot what he said too. They interviewed Triple H. I forgot what he said. So the
Damn.
Elimination Chamber.
Whew. So many spots in this match.
Y'all see the profile, y'all see the background, y'all
Oh yeah,
see it.
most definitely. Most definitely.
Absolutely. And you know
Ten.
what? If
Yes,
Sean is
sir.
watching this, shout out to him because he was away at that time. Before returning, he was gone for 4 years with a back injury.
Mhm.
So for him to be able to come back and still be able to do what he is, still be able to do what he loves, that's just a blessing by itself. The fact that you were able to come back and after a 4 year hiatus and he picked up right where he left off. That's the crazy part. And you got to realize too, the elimination chamber back then, it was steel flooring, and this guy was taking. He fell a couple times on that steel on his back, and I was like, man, that is not gonna help. But all in all, that match was fucking terrific. Me personally, I don't know about y'all, but I'm giving it 10 out of 10 because you had so many high spots. Rob Van Dam's frog splash that ended up injuring Triple H's neck. Shawn Michaels with his infamous comeback, the plexiglass breaking. I mean, you had everything in this match.
Honestly, I'm gonna give this a 10. Nothing to really be said. The right person won. Wish it would have been. I wish his title reign would have been a little longer, but
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers. The right guy won. 10 out of 10.
Yep, and it extended him and Triple H's feud too. After that,
Hmm.
that feud didn't end, didn't really come to a culmination until like 2004 at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell, and that shit was like an hour too. So, and one thing about Triple H and Shawn is, and Chris Jericho, guys like Booker T, they know how to work certain matches, and I feel like everyone played a big part in this match. I don't care if you were first elimination or not. Everyone had a part in this match.
Like I don't know why I feel like such a hater today. I feel like Dre, I'm gonna make you upset when I say this. We talked about guys like, I couldn't stand Jamie Noble. And I said one other name that I forgot.
Look at Jojo.
Growing up, the person I probably could not stand the most is Rob Van Dam. I just could not stand the guy.
All right, y'all. That's gonna
So
do
when
it
I
for today's
so you
video. Hit the like,
Yep.
comment,
Bye
subscribe.
bye.
so
No, let him
Mute
finish.
him.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
when I watch these videos, I don't like to see the winners. I like to see them like win it at the time period, like see who gets eliminated. I don't like look at who won the matches before I watch it. So when I saw Rob Van Dam get eliminated, I was like, cool, because I just could not stand him for some reason. I think the right person won. To me, coming into the matchup, it was like I either wanted Shawn Michaels and surprisingly, I thought Kane. I would have been fine with Kane winning the match too. But great match. Like Dre said, a lot of good spots. Of course, Rob Van Dam botches some moves and hurts Triple H. But it was a great match. I give it a 9 out of 10. I have no real complaints outside of that one move. Because how you want to hurt Triple H? Especially in 2002 Triple H, what we doing?
I think he spent the night at the hospital too. So after that,
I don't remember how severe the injury was. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't look at that.
Marv, Rob, I mean, that's crazy though. Everything was solid but Rob.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at JoJo's pain down there.
Bro,
Yes.
JoJo's heart is
No,
broken.
no, no. Fuck him. Because all the edge talk that he be doing, it's just payback.
I guess this is my hater episode because this is certain guys I have to get off my chest today, man.
How you doing, JoJo? You okay, buddy?
You all right?
How's your day, man?
You okay?
Jay Will, stop.
Man, when
You
I
be
see
putting
you,
that in the
man,
chat.
when I see you again, I'm gonna smack the Sonic Greens out of you for disrespecting RVD, bro.
You disrespect Ed, so it's even now.
Hey,
That's because he disrespected us.
he disrespected me, so
Look, man, it's just
JoJo, I mean J Will,
uh,
shout out to you.
They could have put RVD in like a singles match or something like that. Honestly, they could have just put him up against Jamie Noble. That's perfect.
That's
3 minute match,
crazy.
you get to extend the Brock Lesnar versus Big Show match. That's all you got to do.
Oh, Lord.
Hey Jojo, where you at? Come on.
Oh, God, forgive me. That's
Hey man,
truth hurts, don't it, Jojo?
I've never known you to be such a big RVD fan, Jojo.
You learn a lot from people that you know for a long time, huh? Hold on. Can I ask you this, Jojo? Does this question your friendship now?
Man,
Does this
I don't
question
e-
some things with y'all too?
man, I can't even look at this guy no more, man.
Sounds like y'all need some therapy after this
On
show.
top of that, Marv, Jwilliii beat this man in a wrestling match too in the game.
Repeatedly.
You
Tossed
lost,
him out in the
Jojo?
Royal
Repeatedly.
Rumble.
Nah, let me tell you what happened, bro. The last
Yeah,
time we
break this
played,
down.
bro,
Break
we was
this
in a
down.
Royal Rumble, and I ain't gonna lie, he tossed me over the top rope first, but I had Maxine Dupree just throwing John out the ring like garbage, throwing him out the ring just like garbage. I eliminated John in that match 5 times, chat,
Don't worry,
5, and then next thing you know, he gets momentum with KO. It just tosses me out the ring, bro. Like, come on, bro,
man. The
five
goal of the
times,
game is to win the match. So I mean,
5 times, bro.
can't blame
Come
WWE
on.
for letting me come back in that match, man.
Chat, Maxine Dupree, 67 overall, just throwing this man out like garbage. Like, you know how they used to get the shovel with the
He has to
snow
bring the
back in the day?
overall in.
That's how I was
Hey,
doing
I'm
it.
gonna say this. You better hope you don't use RVD next.
Man,
But
how I'm feeling, bro.
man, don't choose him, Jojo, because I got some aggression.
Man, how I'm feeling, bro. I'm finna make a whole superstar and make this mug a honey just terrorize you.
And then you got Marv on the side. It hurt, don't it?
Man,
Uh,
I'm gonna give y'all the number to this therapist I know. Y'all need to talk some issues out. Seems like y'all finding out a lot of things about each other that y'all didn't know. So, work that out. Um, as far as
oh my
like
god.
as far as the mess and the fuckery, yeah, shout out to Jay Will. I'm glad you came on today because the edge disrespect he gives me, it's just
John,
payback. This is just payback. This is just payback. But overall, for real though, man, let's just be real. This match seemed cursed, with Triple H getting hurt. They had a
mhm.
lot going on. They messed up the entry order. And and I thought Kane could be one to probably win too. He's sitting over here doing push-ups before the match. I'm like, all right, Kane trying to get swole one time. I feel like I think they said Sean should have had Kane's spot, but it was all good. Like I said, the match was cool. Triple H got hurt. Uh
Triple H
RV,
got hurt legitimately.
RVD. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say nothing about it, man. But the right guy won. Shout out to Shawn Michaels. This was in the making. Iconic moment, great moment, especially when the whole Madison Square Garden stood up on their feet. Um, I think when Ross was like, "Do you believe in miracles?" or something like that. That was definitely an iconic moment, and I felt like Shawn believed in himself, especially surviving this chamber with all of them. The confetti coming down at the end, it was a great moment. Shout out to Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest. So it was an iconic match.
And
So
what makes it even
yeah.
cooler too is the simple fact that have you all noticed that Sean seems to be the winner or seems to be a part of the first ever type of match? First ever Hell in a Cell, first ever Elimination Chamber, first ever ladder match with Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said iconic because that man really has like 3 or 4 matches, like, and he won the Chamber one. Uh,
oh, he
He,
laughed.
he he was about to say some garbage, so yeah, I don't know what's going on with Trey, y'all. But I feel like the good ones was definitely this main event. Uh
Mhm.
Bubba, Spike, and Jeff was a great match as well. Definitely no words for the Guerreros in the tag team match. That was just great itself. Like I said, not one bad match.
No,
Maybe, yeah, nothing. I don't have no bad match. Overall, 2002 Survivor Series. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna get this a 9.5.
Nine and a
This is
half.
really good, great pay-per-view all around. No bad matches. Everything hit on all cylinders. Even the world title match for it to be 4 minutes and like 4 minutes and 19 seconds. It was entertaining and it was hard hitting all around. Like, you can't say nothing wrong about this pay-per-view at all.
No.
Great all over, 9.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get Dre back in here because he had some technical difficulties. But
Yeah.
I think for me, I feel like there was no like actual bad matches, if that makes sense. Like I thought like all the matches, they were very entertaining for what it was. Even though, like I said, we had issues with some of the matches being too short. You know, we talked about the cruiserweight, but honestly, all in all, none of those matches were just bad to the point where it's like we couldn't really talk about it any, because there have been times, and even when I've watched the episode, where some of those matches, it's just like, should we really talk about them? They were really entertaining. I
Yeah.
didn't feel that way today. I feel like each and every single match, they were all great. So with that being said, I'm gonna say, uh, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating.
That's a fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it probably would be a 9 or a 9.5 if, like I said, and I keep bringing it up, but if that Big Show and Brock Lesnar match was just longer, just because I feel like it didn't get the credit it deserved. If that match was longer, I probably would have given it higher.
Or if
That's
RD,
fair.
if RVD wasn't in the match, you would have gave it higher too.
All right, YouTube, that's gonna do it for today's video.
Uh,
Leave a like, comment, subscribe.
you know how like all the wrestlers they have something that makes them unique or whatever, and then you have RP with the like this little corny thing right here. I just never cared for it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I
Hey, he's telling the truth though. What's going on? Jojo. Oh, Jojo.
Hey, real
Jojo.
quick, can we acknowledge Marv's background? That is sick, bro. How the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, it was
You got Trish on one end. That's crazy.
it was like this little clip art app I had. So it was like I said, those were some good photos from
Especially the one in the middle. That's a great shot. And then the RVD kick.
them.
Hey,
Hey,
what
how
was
did you guys feel about Jericho's performance?
honestly, I feel like it kind of got outshined a little
It
bit
did
because of
very,
so many of the moments. I feel like he wasn't involved in a lot of them.
yeah.
He did good, but
This
it's
wasn't his pay-per-view to shine. I'm sorry, Jacob.
yeah,
Yeah, it
like
wasn't his.
it was meant for Shawn Michaels, if that makes sense, Dre. Like,
Yeah.
and that's not taking away from Chris Jericho, but you could really tell like this was basically
This
a
was
time for
Sean's.
WWE to push Shawn Michaels back into that spotlight.
Hmm.
You can tell, and it kind of hid guys like Jericho and Booker T to me. But it was they were they for what they were supposed to do, they were still pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Still wish Booker T would have got his freaking push at Mania 19.
Was that Triple H?
He had the world title.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a world. He was originally going to win, but Triple H, I guess, like they scrapped it at the end. Said, never mind, we're gonna have Triple H take it.
I'm surprised. Never heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing was just bad, bro.
Yeah.
That kind of killed
Yeah.
Booker T and
And
WWE.
you know what makes it worse too was the fact that the shots that Triple H took at him during the
Mhm.
build up and
Mm.
some of the things that he was saying, that shit was blasphemous. And the fact that he still lost was just insane. I'm like, there's just no way you can allow Triple H to say what he said on Raw and then win. Like, what? How do you scrap it at the? Oh, I think it was Triple H saying like he wasn't ready and all that shit. And I was like, oh, okay. I think he was well ready. But after that, man, he went downhill. I mean, he did win the world title in '06 as King Booker, but I feel like he should have had another one back at that Mania. That was his year.
Yeah. I
So
feel
Dre,
Booker T.
Dre, what are you giving the 2002 Survivor Series?
Oh, my bad. 10.
Really?
The entire thing,
Absolutely.
or like the last
Oh,
match?
oh no, like no, I'm the match itself. I gave it a 10.
Oh, okay.
I've watched
No,
that. I told
the
Marv
pay-per-view.
earlier.
The
I've
pay-per-view.
watched that shit like 4 times already.
Really? 10 out of 10?
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite matches. If I had
No,
a top 5, that would be my very first.
no, not the match. I'm talking about the pay-per-view.
Oh, the pay-per-view and my
Yeah.
bad.
I
No,
was about to say,
overall,
I say he keeps saying
my
match.
bad,
I
Marv.
was like, he
So
keeps
into this
saying
chamber
match.
match. That's why.
He keeps saying match. I was like,
You
mm-mm.
have a 10 out
Oh
of
no
10.
no
You
no!
can't
Out of the pay-per-view, I gave it for me I gave it 8 out of 10.
Mm.
My
Mm.
bad.
You good? You good? All right, fellas. Anything else y'all want to add? Or
No.
The only thing I want to make sure to add in a couple things. Number one, I want to send my prayers and condolences to Theodore Long's son.
Yeah.
First and foremost, get well. Jim Ross, once again, congratulations. And please, everyone that's watching this show, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Shout out Joey Mercury, man. Carried that bump from the Noble
That
7.
He's pissing me off, Chad. I ain't gonna lie.
It's Jamie Noble, Josiah. Like we can't die on the Jamie Noble hill today.
Man, shut up. Shut up, bro. Shut
Yeah,
up.
we can't die on that hill today, man. I can understand RVD, but Jamie Noble deserves slander.
he
Come
said,
on.
"Shut up." He said, "Shut up."
He mad. Wait.
We are just terrorizing Mr. Gas here because
All I'm gonna
he.
say is this, man.
Mhm.
When I get in the ring, bro, and start training for wrestling, I'm gonna hit John with a suplex, bro. I'm gonna let y'all know this now, bro. I'm gonna suplex him. I'm gonna send a video. I'm posting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter.
So violent,
MySpace.
so
Not
violent,
X, not X, Twitter, Twitter.
so
Not with the
violent.
ER, with the AH, Twitter.
Y'all send one more thing, y'all. Uh, Followers, subscribers, send some virtual hugs to Jojo because he needs them.
Yeah, I do. The
This guy's
disrespect.
so violent and disrespectful at the same time.
I mean, Marv.
I'm just glad that somebody's on here. Jay Will, thank you again for matching his energy because as y'all see in videos before, he disrespects me with the edge talk. I'm just so happy that
Man.
you are getting a headache today.
JoJo
And
really holds.
yeah, man, I'm so happy.
This
Yes.
is Marv's Super Bowl today.
From here on out, JoJo.
Say this is his NBA Finals too, since the Knicks didn't make it too.
Oh, did the Heat make it? Did the Bulls make it?
I knew it. I knew it, Marv.
The
Ray
Bulls,
put me in a perfect opportunity. I couldn't pass
the
on it.
the the
I can't
Bulls.
say
Where was they
nothing. They
at?
eliminated us, Jay Will, so I can't say nothing.
The Knicks got advantage on all y'all right now. So
But Chicago didn't even
Man.
make the postseason.
Man, what Jimmy Uso say, man? No yeet. No yeets. No
yeah.
yeets.
No yeet, all gas. How do you say it, Marv?
Tyler Hero is y'all superstar. So what the hell?
Bam out of bio. Thank you.
He gonna get traded.
I can't even do
Man.
that. Our superstars, Josh Giddey, but you know.
Man, you just for that, I hope the Knicks go another 50 years without even smelling the NBA finals.
Even 2 years.
Mm,
In 2 years.
yes. Hater.
Since the 70s. Bro, chat, hold on, chat. Imagine your
All right,
last NBA
goodbye.
championship.
Good.